Hello, Sagittarius, and welcome to your September 2017 tarot card reading. It is September 1st today, so happy September. And this reading is just going to be looking at the next couple of weeks. So what I've started to do, I'm just going to dive right in because I've already shuffled and meditated on your sign and we're ready to go. I started reading the animal cards, and because of all of your incredible comments and your likes, I'm taking that as you'd like me to continue to read an animal card from the book every now and then. So I will do that. Uh, yes, so here we go. The butterfly. The butterfly is what you got, and it actually came up in reverse. Sometimes I read reversals for these cards, and sometimes I don't. I feel in your case for the next couple of weeks moving into September, this represents sort of the thematic energy, the sort of overarching umbrella energy, just to keep in mind as we dive into the rest of the reading. But I do feel like the reversal is relevant here, so I'll dive into that more in a bit. But just to and by that, I mean, it's just, there are a couple little specific things that I'll bring up where I feel the reversal applies. There's some blockages there to consider. But let's just read this overall butterfly energy for you because upright, butterfly, just sort of as, you know, as an archetype, I absolutely feel it applies to sort of this energy you're moving through over the next couple of weeks. So, butterfly. And also make sure to check out your sun and rising and moon sign. So this applies for rising sun or moon Sagittarius, or if you just sort of feel deeply connected to that Sagittarius archetype, if you have a Sagittarian in your life. Here we go, butterfly. Undergoing great change and transformation. The energy of the butterfly is with us during periods of transition. Since air is the element of the heart, this change usually involves relationships, or if you love your job, perhaps your career. Since transition is accompanied by some amount of discomfort, be extra patient and kind during this time, especially if the butterfly is you. Let solid friends and activities support you like a cocoon, committing to one daily routine, a meal, practice, or prayer, done at the same place and time, will do wonders for lifting a butterfly spirit. When in balance, the butterfly energy is cheerful and graceful. When out of balance, fragile and frustrated. And to bring into balance, daily routine. So let's keep that in mind. The things that specifically stand out for me is I do feel this, you know, we're all sort of undergoing these transformations right now. We're in eclipse season, we're Mercury retrograde, we just sort of had a major solar eclipse and a lunar eclipse in August. And that transformational energy is, is very strong right now. So yeah, Mercury retrograde, something to keep in mind. Any sort of hiccups in communication, transportation, technology, anything sort of with that sort of, that can sometimes come about during Mercury retrograde. So just keep that in mind. But here we go. And when I was okay, so we have the Wheel of Fortune reversed, and then here we go. Okay, yes, so we have the Wheel of Fortune. So we have the 10 of Pentacles reversed. This is sort of looking at sort of energies we're coming out of, or we're moving through, that we've sort of recently visited. We have the 7 of Swords. We have the Five of Swords. We have the Six of Wands. We have the Mother of Wands. And this is sort of moving us into more present energy. The Five of Cups reversed. Beautiful. The Devil. The Hierophant. The Hermit reversed. And the Eight of Swords reversed. So there's definitely this coming out. So moving here into the next couple of weeks into September, we have the Death card reversed. We have the Two of Cups reversed. We have the Two of Wands reversed. We have the Daughter of Cups, and we have the Son of Cups reversed. And they're just kind of looking at you. That's beautiful. It's really interesting. Okay. So you're absolutely, we have death, we have the world, we have the devil, we have the butterfly, and we have the Six of Wands. So we have major transformational energy here. We have incredible transformational energy here. And there was this feeling of there's this closing out, there's this completion that you've just experienced to some degree. There's and it almost feels like in the past, over the past, I'd say, you know, months to a year or so, a year and a half. It feels like there's been, but I feel like it's more recent than that. I'd say about a year. 6 months maybe, or a little bit sooner. This is just such a general reading that this time frame is so different for so many of you. But whatever this is in the past couple weeks to couple years, let's say. There is this, and it feels like almost like the zenith, this high point, this not even, I don't want to say high point, this landmark, this, it's like there's some sort of milestone, a milestone energy here that was hit, and that you sort of arrived at. And as that happened, there was sort of, it's almost like as though, I just heard turnover. So there was some sort of turnover. It's as though you reached this milestone, and then with this, whatever this milestone was, whatever sort of this, it completely changed the look of your life, is what it looks like. It looks like it's, with the Six of Wands, there's this, things are rising to a new level, a different, taking on a different shape, a different form. And it's almost how you see the world completely. Whatever this milestone was for you, it just sort of transformed how you relate and understand and show up in the world. So presently, with the Mother of Wands, I'm feeling that there is this sense, and this is something that has been a theme for a few signs, and I do feel when I was meditating on your sign, a strong connection to Virgo. So you might want to check out that video, or if you have a Virgo in your life, and also that reading in general, it may resonate with you because there is this strong connection there. And I'm feeling it very present in your reading here. Lots of connections. So I do feel that presently there's like, it's like you over the in recent past, you've been sort of it's the image I'm getting is like, cleaning off your tools. There's been this sort of like cleaning off your tools, and there's been cleaning something up. So refining something. And it's, you've been asked to sort of look at, to work with some things that whatever, when you reach this milestone, it exposed, there was some exposure to the things you weren't, it sort of brought out into the open the things that you didn't want to address. And so then from that point, it's like there's been this sharpening, this cleaning of your tools. There's been this honing, and this refining and defining of what you want. I also, there's this sense of I'm hearing just to, to sort of ask yourself that question, what do you truly desire? And to say it out loud, to name it. Um, and, and so sort of you're arriving at this point where it's like, what do you really want? Where do you really want to be going? And, and you're at this point where you've done all this cleanup. You've done all of this sharpening of your tools, of this refining and defining of what you want and sort of where you want to go. And now it's saying, now say it out loud. Be super specific with yourself, and really, like, where do you want to put your attention? Where do you want to put your energy? What do you want to really invest in and commit to? And with the Five of Cups reversed, there is this change in something that caused disappointment in the past. It might have felt like a letdown. I get this sense that you're revisiting it, that you're going for it, that you're going for something again in a different way. It's almost like whatever this past energy is it's the sense of you were fully committed to something, but you realized that you had to sort of go back and work on your foundation a bit. It's almost like work on sort of those tools, or it's a sense of going back to school, this sharpening, this honing of your craft, this in order to get clear about something, in order to become more accomplished. And it's this sense of, it's almost a sense in many ways that you are in a place of study. And now there is this coming out of that, this we have this chrysalis and the death card reverses as well. So there's this sense of now we're coming out of this place of study and honing of your craft, and now you're sort of putting yourself out there in a different way. You're now, it's now sort of this coming out energy. And the Hierophant, it can speak to teacher, education, using your voice. But whatever it is, whatever this thing that whatever you're approaching, and it feels, there's this guiding energy, sort of like this need to I'm getting this strong coaching energy with this card. And it's really this, you're really buckling into something. You're really like, look at the fire on, like under these hooves. There's just this like, really charging up to, you're really charged about whatever this expression is. And coming here into the next couple of weeks, and sort of a little bit beyond that, we have the Two of Cups reversed, and we have the Two of Wands reversed. And then I'm so struck by the Daughter of Cups and the Son of Cups. So there's this looking at each other. It feels so familial, and it's like this looking, it feels so like so much admiration. We have the Son of Cups and the Daughter of Cups. It's And there's this, it just feels like there's this admiring that's happening. And I just heard like two sides of the same coin. We have this so beautifully with the Two of Cups and the Two of Wands. So there's this aligning with something, or it could be, it's just feeling like it's this sense of that you're deeply aligning with whether it's a art form or an activity or a job or a person. Whatever this is it feels like a kindred spirit. And this energy, it just feels like what you're ushering in here, what's being ushered in for you right now, is great change. Great change. And with this in a reversal, I'm feeling it doesn't feel like it's aggressive or anything. It just it feels like almost like the tide coming in. There's something that feels very natural about this change taking place, and it feels like you're experiencing it as in, you know, again, that transformation can always be a little bit uncomfortable, but I'm feeling that there's this grace, there's this incredible naturalness to whatever this change you're moving through is. And again, it sort of feels like the tide coming in. So it sort of feels as you're experiencing this change, it's going to feel as natural that, you know, you're allowing it to happen in this really sort of natural, organic way. But still, my attention comes back to this fire under these hooves. So there is this ambition, there is this this drive, and this importance. This, like, look at this mother curling around her future, her eggs, her legacy. So and again, I'm coming back to sort of this coaching. So this both being the guide, but also finding a guide, this mentor. I'm getting this sense of mentorship here with the Hierophant. And we sort of have the Hierophant coaching the Devil card here, Capricorn's card. The Hierophant sort of coaching this this card along. And I feel as though there's great interest in this mentor, this coach, or whatever this is. It's like someone truly has your ear. You're really listening to someone or something, and that could be yourself. But I do feel that there is sort of this guide that you're putting your trust in, like a teacher or a coach or a belief system. But whatever this is it feels as though it really has your back. And you're finding it supportive and productive and constructive. And I just heard older and wiser. So there's this sense of whatever this person, they have, you know, experience in where you're in the same places where you're looking to expansion. It feels, you know, this is such an incredible time for expansion. And for you Sagittarians in particular, I'm feeling that this is just a really expansive time in a natural, organic way. So again, these changes, these changes that you're undergoing, the image I'm getting is sort of the waxing and the waning of the moon, the tide coming in and the tide going out. A snake shedding its skin and then and then coming back and then shedding its skin again. It's this feeling of growth and expansion in a really natural, organic way. So sort of as things are coming in and whatever the image is, whatever you're sort of looking at, however you're experiencing this change in your outside world, whatever it looks like, it might just serve you to remind yourself that to not hold anything too tightly, to let things come and go, and to know that you're in this process, in this state of expansion right now. So allow your life to make space where it needs to make space, and know that in that space there's, is being made for a reason, because there's something really important, really organic, and really truly aligned with who you are coming in for you. There's so much focus on partnership here. Partnership is really being highlighted for you in these coming weeks, and I want to say months. And this feels so fresh, so new, so supportive. And again, there's this admiring, and there's this really deep, fresh connection. And it's this seeing yourself in another. And it's really exquisitely beautiful. Really exquisitely beautiful. And this feels like familial, romantic, perhaps, and there's just this kindred sort of, again, like I'm noticing 2 wands, 2 cups, these 2 beautiful little swans. And there's just, it's like 2 of the same. It's like finding, this is this strong soulmate energy here. And soulmates don't always have to be romantic, do they? But there is this strong, like this swooping in of this soulmate energy. And this feels even more than months. It feels like this is something that is really transformative. Just this even relationship, it changes the color of things for you. So yeah, I'd say, let's see if there's anything else here. So right now, there's this looking to a mentor, or being the mentor. There's this really willing to kind of work at something, really digging deep at something, and taking, I just heard self-pity, an area where you might have felt and experienced some self-pity in the past, and you've really turned that upside down. And there's this taking the reins for yourself, this taking the reins in your life, in your work, and there's sort of this application now, of what you've been studying, of what you've been exploring, of what you've learned through actual, books, or through experience. And now there's this sort of, it's marinated, and now there's this setting that free. It's that really bringing that out into the world. So this is a really, I'm also getting environment. This has sort of been, there's this discovery of this through an environment that might at times feel monotonous. And it's about, again, that sort of, that generator, being a generator energy for you. So sort of this, you're generating this momentum, you're generating this inspiration. And so continue forward with that, and really cultivate this fire for yourself. Find a mentor. Be a mentor, and see what that can open up for you, because there's just something so beautiful on the horizon. So So keep going, and it's just a beautiful. This is really beautiful. So yeah, you want to ride this wave. I love you so much. I hope that this was helpful. Do check out your if this is your sun sign, check out your rising or your moon, because this is general, um, and I want you to be able to sort of piece together things to sort of get the most holistic reading you can for yourself. So I love you so much, and happy September. It's a beautiful day, and I know it's going to be a beautiful month. All right, I love you, and I'll see you in a couple of weeks.